launched the LLS COVID-19 Patient Financial Aid Program, one of the first to open during this crisis. The program provides $250 to eligible blood cancer patients experiencing financial hardship due to the pandemic. This will help with non-medical expenses such as food, rent, and utilities. If you or someone you know with blood cancer needs help in these difficult times, I urge you to learn more and to apply. This is just one of the many services we provide for blood cancer patients and their families who need our support now more than ever. Thanks to dedicated supporters and volunteers like you, we're helping patients and families when it's needed the most. Thank you.
All right, now it's time for our next entertainer. Coming up as a Dove Award-winning, Grammy-nominated artist, best known for his role in the contemporary Christian group Avalon. Here is Jody McBrayer.
Hey, yeah. Oh. Does it seem like the world is chaotically turning? Sin and shame unarraigned and godly men are journeying. Well, our fathers warned that it would come to this. But just hold out hope and know that the final truth is God is in control. Though godless men conspire, His will unfolds. Though mortal minds are sometimes left to doubt, His ways are higher than our ways. So even through the fire, take heart and know God is in control. Oh, yes, He is. Oh, does it seem like your world is a maze of confusion? Do you long for the day when problems meet their solutions? Well, I know sometimes life's line feels insecure, but the saints who've held on before would charge you to rest assured God is in control. Though godless men conspire, His will unfolds. Though mortal minds are sometimes left to doubt, His ways are higher than our ways. So even through the fire, take heart and know God is in control. His ways are higher than our ways. So even through the fire, take heart and know. Take heart and know.
Another great performance on Country Fights Cancer. I'm Chip Hoback, and joining us now is the Man and Woman of the Year campaign director, Christina Ryan. Christina, usually this time of the year, you've had a grand finale and everything. So tell us where the campaign is now since we've had all the pandemic interrupting all the events.
Sure. Well, not only have we had the pandemic, but our campaign actually kicked off the day that the tornadoes hit Nashville. So we have really had some struggles for this campaign, but we are super excited about the opportunities that lie with these live stream events and are extremely grateful for everybody tuning in and giving. One of the things that we're really trying for is to get $49 for all the donations, because since 2017, LLS has had their hand in 49 of the 56 new FDA-approved treatment options for patients. So if you can do it, would you be willing to give $49 to help us continue to fund life-saving research?
Well, another thing that's happening too is a lot of the events have been canceled, but the need is still there, especially for the aid in which you assist families for people with cancer. Tell us about that.
That's right. The patient need, especially during COVID, is so great. Blood cancer patients, there was actually an article in the Washington Post where blood cancer patients are 3 times more likely to suffer catastrophic losses from getting infected with COVID. So our patient population is in dire need of help. And that's what we're here to do. One of the foundations of LLS is to provide patients and their families with life-saving treatments and help and education.
So how has your campaign been adapting since we've been working from home?
We have gotten super creative. Everything has gone virtual. We used to have our songwriter nights in person, and our grand finale was in person, and everything, like every other business, has gone virtual. But it's really kept us connected and still given us some opportunities.
So you're going to zoom right into the grand finale?
We are. We're zooming in and just giving virtual hugs right now and virtual high fives.
Okay, what are the plans for the grand finale?
Our grand finale is going to be Saturday, June 20th, and it will be a virtual event. So stay tuned to our website, and we'll put the link up on the screen, and more information will be available there.
Sounds great. We're looking for your donations today and help of support for the Man and Woman of the Year competition for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. You can give $49. Click on the link right there, and we'll get your donation recorded. Thank you very much, Christina, for joining us, and we'll have more music when we come back.
Hi everyone, I'm Sonny Lemaire and I'm with the group Exile. And during this challenging time, I hope everyone is staying safe and well. And I want you to know that I'm supporting blood cancer patients for LLS, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And following this short message, I hope you enjoy the video of the song that I wrote as recorded by Restless Heart, When She Cries. Thank you and stay well.
Thank you, Sonny. And while Sonny's getting set up here, I just want to tell you a little bit about the group Exile and my relationship with Sonny Lemaire. When I was a senior in high school, I saw Exile play at Daytona Beach at the Safari Inn. They were the hit of the beach. That place was packed every night to see the group Exile. They later came out with a crossover hit called Kiss You All Over. They moved on to country from there. They had so many hits. Woke Up in Love, Give Me One More Chance, I Don't Want to Be a Memory, Hang On to Your Heart, Just One Kiss, and the list goes on and on. So I think Sonny's just about set up now as he's moved indoors. So here he is from Exile, Sonny Lemaire.
I have traveled on is paved with good intentions. It's littered with broken dreams that never quite came true. And all of my hopes were dying. Her love kept me trying. She does her best to hide the pain that she's been through. When she cries at night, when she doesn't think that I can't hear her, she tries to hide all the fear she feels inside. So I pray this time be the man that she deserves, and I die little each time when she cries. She's always been there for me whenever I've fallen. Nobody else believes she'll be there by my side. I don't know how she takes it. Just once I'd like to make it. Then there'll be tears of joy that fill her loving eyes. When she cries at night, and she doesn't think that I can't hear her, she tries to hide all the fear she feels inside. So I pray that this time I can be the man that she deserves, and I die a little each time when she cries. So I pray this time I can be the man that she deserves, and I die little each time when she cries. When she cries.
What a great song. That's Sonny Lemaire. He wrote that song for Restless Heart. It became a #1 tune. He wrote so many songs with the group Exile. They're still performing today. Well, not today, but Sonny was able to perform with us right here on LLS Country Fights Cancer. So next up we have Morgan Lee Garner. Morgan was a candidate for the Woman of the Year for LLS back in 2013. In 2014, she teamed up with Courtney Dashy, and they have formed the group Hadley Park, and they've been all over the place. They've been on 5 episodes of Netflix The Ranch. You can hear them on the Sirius XM station The Highway, as well as Spotify's Wild Country and New Music Nashville playlists. Here is from Hadley Park, Morgan Lee Garner.
Hey Chip, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for having me. I'm coming to you from Clarksville, Tennessee, my home office, where I sometimes go to escape my family these days. Love them. This house is not big enough to be quarantined in, but that's all right. That's why we have doors. I hear the baby waking up, so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. But again, I'm Morgan Lee Garner, and I am half of Hadley Park. And I am going to play a song that is very near and dear to my heart called Things I've Learned. The song was in the Netflix show The Ranch. I don't know if you guys know that show. At first it's gonna sting, a different kind of pain. Your heart will feel real numb. Your mind will just go blank. You won't know what to say when everybody asks. So you'll paint on a smile, wear it like a mask. 'Cause one day you may feel like breaking down. One day you might feel like you're left out. Praying helps. Find some friends you can trust through thick and thin. See the good in all things first. These are things I've learned. Don't focus on the things that only make you mad. When good times come around, hang on with all you have. 'Cause one day you may feel like breaking down. One day you may feel like you're left out. Praying helps. Find some friends you can trust through thick and thin. See the good in all things first. These are things I've learned. 'Cause one day you may feel like breaking down. One day you might feel like you're left out. Praying helps. Find some friends you can trust through thick and thin. See the good in all things first. These are things I've learned. See the good in all things first. These are things I've learned. So that song was written in 2015 after my nephew Caleb was diagnosed for the second time. He was 9. He had ALL, which is acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And he was laying in his hospital bed with my sister-in-law, his mom, and he just started pouring his heart out. It was November, and I think he had relapsed in September. She was like, "Caleb, would it be okay if I write down some of the things that you're feeling? Because I know a lot of our friends and family would like to know where your head is, and just would you be comfortable opening up to them?" And he said something adorable along the lines of like, I'm nervous about putting my heart out on my sleeve. And then he proceeded to say some of the most beautiful things that I have ever heard anyone say, much less a 9-year-old. And I was scheduled to write with Courtney, my duo partner, for our usual Tuesday co-write, and I brought in this blog post that Heather had posted. And I read it to her, and we were both crying, and I was like, God, we just gotta write this song called Things I've Learned. And we tried to be really authentic to his words. Not all of them are exact, but, you know, things that he did say were like, praying helps, and find friends, and some other things like that. And his little, the beginning of it was the things I've learned. And I just, the amount of wisdom that comes with such a heavy burden of being diagnosed with cancer as a child is just insane. And so anything I can ever do to help fund research or help these families, I am all in, because I know firsthand from watching my brother and my sister-in-law just how hard it is. And it's hard on everybody in different ways. It's hard on the siblings because they are suddenly on the back burner, which sounds terrible to say, but when you have a kid that's sick, it's like everything is so focused on getting them better that everyone else and all the other stuff just, it gets kind of put to the side. And that doesn't mean anybody's loved any less. It's just the way it is. And then, you know, of course, there's the stress of watching your child go through something that is potentially fatal, and unfortunately is fatal for a lot of kids and a lot of adults. So we keep fighting the good fight, doing what we can by giving money and supporting this wonderful organization, and being a moral support for our friends and family who are going through it. So that's my soapbox. So give, and give generously, because this is important. Chip, I don't know if this song is appropriate or not. I'm gonna play it anyways. This next one was my very first radio single. And as Hadley Park, of course, I say my, but it's because Courtney's not sitting next to me. It feels very lonely up here all by myself. This song was on Sirius XM The Highway. It got picked up on The Horizon, that show, and they played it for 13 weeks. And as an independent artist, that is one of the most amazing things that could ever happen to you as a radio station, picking up your song, and not any radio station, The Highway, which is, I believe, the #2 Sirius XM station, and it is nationwide. So that was amazing. This song is usually better with crowd participation, but I think I'll just like play both parts. I'll be like the crowd, so if I'm like, pour, just know that that's supposed to be people, not just me. So well, I could tell you about him cheating, and how I stood there while she was screaming out his name beneath my Egyptian cotton sheets. And I could tell you she's much younger, and how she lies and tells him he's a good lover, how that dolphin on her back looks more like a manatee. Oh, I'd be happy to share all the gory details, but that's another life. I could tell you just who called you and why those damn nosy neighbors involved you. But there's no need to waste those shiny cuffs on me. Since you're looking for a real good lead, I can tell you where my future ex keeps his weed. But that's another why. Oh, that's another bottle of wine. Ah, it's a fun one.
Thanks, Morgan. That was fun. Oh goodness, we've had so many great performances tonight, and I'm so thankful to Sunny and Morgan and Keith and Jody for being with us tonight and for sharing their talents with us. And I'm super excited that Kris Allen is about to sing for us. Kris was our 2018 Man of the Year. That's how all of us at LLS refer to him. But you guys probably know him a little bit better as the Season 8 American Idol winner. Kris has such a great story of why he got involved with LLS, and I know he'll share that with everyone while he sings. So you don't want to hear me talk. I do, before I turn it over to Kris, one more thing. There's a QR code right there on your screen. So if you're watching us on Facebook Live and you're wondering how to donate, scan the QR code, take your phone, turn the camera on, scan the QR code, and it will pop up a link to donate right there. If you're watching on Tiltify, then you can just hit the donate button right over to the side of the screen. So no more from me. I'm turning it over to Kris. Kris?
Hey everybody, I'm happy to be here. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Christina mentioned that 11 years ago on Wednesday, the end of American Idol Season 8 happened, and I just happened to be the last one standing. So I thought I would give a little tribute to it, and I can't sing all the songs, but I have worked up a little medley of 3 of them that I sang from when I was on the show. So here we go. Here we go. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me and always for me, and I can't react. Games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Fall in slowly. Sing your melody. I'll sing along. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She always gone too long. Anytime that she goes away, I wonder I wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home anytime that she goes away. And I know, 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 I know. Gonna leave the young thing alone. 'Cause in the night I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Oh, how could you be so heartless? How could you be so cold as a winter wind when it breeze, yo? Just remember that you talking to me, though. You need to watch the way you're talking to me, though. I mean, after all the things that we've been through, I mean, after all the things we got into, and yo, I know some things that you ain't told me, and yo, I did some things, but that's a old me. In the night, I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Oh, how could you be so heartless? How could you be so Dr. Evil? You're bringing out a side of me that I don't know. I decided we were gonna speak, so why be up 3 a.m. on the phone? Why did she be so mad at me for? Only I don't know, she's hot and cold. I won't stop, won't mess my groove up, 'cause I already know how this thing go. You run and tell your friends that you're leaving me, say that they don't see what you see in me. You wait a couple months and you gon' see you never find nobody better than me. 'Cause in the night I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Oh, how could you be so heartless? Yeah, like Christina said, I was man of the year, which sounds so crazy to say, but I got involved with LLS. I know that was a weird transition from song into speaking, but there's no applause. So this is what we got. And I got involved with LLS because my son's T-ball coach was really involved with LLS, and he asked me if I wanted to be a candidate and a man of the year candidate and try to raise money for 10 weeks. And at first that is a hard sell, because I have kids, and I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but I did a lot of research, and I found out that this is just one of the best organizations out there, and they're doing things the right way. I think they are shooting for the moon when it comes to, like, they want to find a cure. They don't want to. I mean, obviously they're doing other things and trying to find different medications to help people and helping people with cancers and blood cancers, but their end goal is to find a cure, and I think that means a lot. I think that's how great things happen, and I could not be happier to be involved with such a great organization. So good. For the past couple of years, I've done a lot since then, and I don't see that changing. I'm going to do one more song for you. This is a song that meant a lot to me through a hard time, so I hope it does something for you. Here we go. It's called In Time. Seems like forever since I felt alive. My whole world was shaking in the blink of an eye. And everybody's got a word that's gonna take away the hurt and make everything alright. But give me just a little while, 'cause in time I'll run, and in time I'll heal, and in time these wounds will show me what's real. And in time I'll learn, and in time I'll trust that in time we love what's been broken in us in time. Ooh. Give yourself some distance, and what do you find? That it's in the shattered places we first see the light. And I know there's a reason, but I just can't see it, at least not tonight. But give me just a little while, 'cause in time I'll run, and in time I'll heal, and in time these wounds will show me what's real. And in time I'll learn, and in time I'll trust that in time we love what's been broken in us in time. Ooh. Wait for it now. Wait for it now. 'Cause it's coming. Wait for it now. Oh, you gotta wait for it now. Oh, yeah. In time I'll run, and in time I'll heal, and in time these wounds show me what's real. And in time I'll learn, and in time I'll trust, and in time we love what's been broken in us. Yeah, and in time I'll run, and in time I'll heal, and in time these wounds show me what's real. And in time I'll learn, and in time I'll trust that in time we love what's been broken in us in time. Ooh. Ooh. Thanks, everybody. Get out there and donate to this great organization, and because I promise you it's going to something great. So thank you guys for listening and enjoying the show tonight.
Thank you so much, Kris, and thank you for just sharing your talents with us once again. And we're just so grateful to have you on the team and a part of the LLS family. Thanks again to Jody, to Keith, Morgan, and to Sunny. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you to Chip Hoback, who was our host this evening. And I can't wait for you guys to join us next week. We'll have another episode of Country Fights Cancer. Don't forget to donate $49 if you can, $49 in honor of the 49 FDA-approved drug treatment options that LLS has had their hand in since 2017. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen. It'll take you to a link to donate, or you can press the donate button if you're watching on Tiltify. So until next week, stay safe, stay sane in quarantine, and we'll see you next time, guys. Have a great weekend and happy Memorial Day.